Hello, my friends. Welcome back to American Lingo Academy. I'm Fiona, and today we're going to learn another 10 common idioms, phrases, and sentences that native English speakers use every single day. These expressions are super useful, and I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what they mean and how to use them naturally in your own conversations. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's dive right in. I'll explain each expression clearly, show you how to use it, and give you real examples that you can start using today. Number 1, every now and then. This is an idiomatic phrase that means sometimes, but not regularly. It's the same as saying occasionally or from time to time. When you do something every now and then, you don't do it every day or every week, but you do it sometimes when you feel like it or when you have time. Native speakers use this phrase all the time in casual conversation. It's a gentle way to talk about habits or activities that happen occasionally. For example, imagine you're talking to a friend about your hobbies. You might say, "I love reading, but I'm so busy with work. I only get to read a good book every now and then." This means you don't read regularly, but sometimes when you have free time, you enjoy reading. Here's another one. Let's say your coworker asks if you drink coffee. You could respond, "I'm not a big coffee drinker, but every now and then I'll have a cup in the morning." This tells them that you occasionally drink coffee, but it's not a daily habit. Number 2, nip it in the bud. This is an idiom that means to stop a problem or bad situation before it gets worse. The phrase comes from gardening. When you nip a flower bud, you remove it early so it doesn't grow. In conversation, it means to take action quickly to prevent something from becoming a bigger issue. This expression is really useful when you want to talk about solving problems early or preventing trouble. For example, let's say your teenager has started coming home late from school. You might tell your spouse, "I think we need to talk to him about this now and nip it in the bud before it becomes a real problem." You want to address the issue while it's still small. You might hear something like this at work. Your manager notices that 2 team members are having small disagreements. She could say, "I'm going to have a meeting with both of them today. It's better to nip these conflicts in the bud before they affect the whole team." Number 3, that is so random. This is a casual phrase that younger Americans use a lot. Random here means unexpected, strange, or without any clear connection to what you were just talking about. When something is random, it seems to come out of nowhere or doesn't make logical sense in the situation. You'll hear this phrase especially from teenagers and young adults when something surprises them or seems completely unrelated to the conversation. For example, imagine you're talking to your friend about weekend plans, and suddenly she says, "Oh, I saw your cousin at the grocery store yesterday." You might respond, "Really? That is so random, I haven't seen him in months." Her comment was unexpected and unrelated to your weekend conversation. People often say something like this. You're discussing a movie with your classmates and someone suddenly mentions, "My dog ate my homework last night." Your friend might laugh and say, "Wow, that is so random. We were talking about the movie, and now you're telling us about your dog." Number 4, I'm back on my feet. This is a metaphorical expression that means you've recovered from a difficult situation. It could be recovering from an illness, getting better after losing a job, or bouncing back after any kind of setback. When you're back on your feet, you're doing well again and feeling strong. This phrase is perfect for talking about recovery and getting your life back to normal after challenges. For example, let's say your friend was sick with the flu for 2 weeks and missed a lot of work. When you see her looking healthy again, she might say, "Thanks for all your help while I was sick. I'm finally back on my feet and ready to catch up on everything." Here's another one. Imagine your neighbor lost his job 6 months ago, but now he found a new position. He might tell you, "It was a tough time, but I'm back on my feet now. The new job is going really well and I'm feeling optimistic about the future." Number 5, I don't know what came over me. This is a sentence we use when we did something unusual or unexpected, and we can't really explain why we did it. It means something influenced you to act in a way that's not typical for you. Maybe you were unusually bold, or you said something you normally wouldn't say, or you made a decision that surprises even you. This expression is great for talking about moments when you acted differently than usual, and you're not sure why. For example, imagine you're normally very shy, but yesterday you spoke up in a big meeting, and shared your ideas with confidence. You might tell your friend, "I can't believe I did that. I usually never speak up in meetings. I don't know what came over me, but I just felt like I had to say something." You might hear something like this from a friend who's usually very careful with money. She could say, "I bought this expensive purse yesterday, and now I'm wondering why. I never spend money like that. I don't know what came over me when I saw it in the store window." Now, before we continue with the rest of our expressions, I want to ask you for a small favor. If you're enjoying this lesson and finding these explanations helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us reach more English learners like you, and we appreciate your support so much. We work hard to make these lessons clear and useful, and your likes and subscriptions mean the world to us. Okay, let's keep going. Number 6, in a manner of speaking. This is a phrase we use when we want to clarify that we're not being completely literal or exact with our words. It means sort of, or you could say that, or in a way. When you add this phrase, you're telling the listener that your statement is approximately true, but maybe not perfectly accurate. Native speakers use this when they want to be a bit more careful or precise about what they're saying. For example, let's say someone asks if you're a professional chef because you cook so well. You might answer, "Well, in a manner of speaking, I guess I am. I don't work in a restaurant, but I do cook meals for a catering company on weekends." You're explaining that you're sort of a professional chef, but not in the traditional way. People often say something like this when talking about relationships. If someone asks if your roommate is your best friend, you could say, "In a manner of speaking, yes. We're very close and spend a lot of time together, but we've only known each other for a year." You're being a bit careful about using the term best friend. Number 7, everything's gonna be all right. This is a comforting sentence that we use to reassure someone who is worried, scared, or going through a difficult time. Gonna is the casual way to say going to. This phrase means that the situation will improve and the person doesn't need to worry so much. It's a way of offering hope and support. This is one of the most caring and supportive things you can say to someone who needs encouragement. For example, imagine your friend is nervous about a job interview tomorrow. She's worried she won't do well. You might put your hand on her shoulder and say, "Hey, don't stress about it so much. You're well prepared and you're perfect for this job. Everything's gonna be all right." You're helping her feel more confident and less anxious. Here's another one. Let's say your little brother is scared about starting at a new school. You might sit with him and say, "I know it feels scary now, but you're going to make friends quickly. You always do. Everything's gonna be all right, and I'll be here to help you if you need anything." Number 8, where are my manners? This is a polite expression we use when we realize we forgot to do something courteous or polite. Manners refer to good behavior and politeness. When we say this, we're acknowledging that we should have been more polite or thoughtful, and we're about to correct our mistake. This phrase shows that you care about being polite and treating people well. For example, imagine a friend comes to visit your home, and you've been talking for 10 minutes without offering them anything to drink. Suddenly, you might say, "Oh my goodness, where are my manners? Can I get you something to drink? Water, coffee, tea?" You realized you should have offered hospitality earlier. You might hear something like this when you meet someone new. Let's say your coworker is talking to a new employee, and after a few minutes, he realizes he hasn't introduced you. He might say, "Where are my manners? Sarah, this is my colleague Mike. Mike, this is Sarah, our new marketing assistant." He's acknowledging that he should have made introductions right away. Number 9, get in on the ground floor. This is an idiomatic expression that means to become involved with something new when it's just starting, especially a business opportunity or investment. The ground floor is the first floor of a building. So getting in on the ground floor means joining something at the very beginning when there's the most potential for growth and success. People use this phrase when talking about business, career opportunities, or investments that might be very profitable later. For example, imagine your friend tells you about a new technology company that's looking for early investors. He might say, "This could be huge in a few years. If you have some money to invest, this is your chance to get in on the ground floor. The company is still small, but the technology is revolutionary." People often say something like this about career opportunities. Let's say there's a new department starting at your company. Your manager might tell you, We're looking for motivated people to join this new team. It's a great opportunity to get in on the ground floor and really shape how this department develops. Number 10, work around the clock. This is a phrase that means to work continuously, day and night, without stopping for long breaks. Around the clock refers to all 24 hours of the day. When someone works around the clock, they're working extremely hard for extended periods, often to meet an important deadline or handle an emergency. This expression emphasizes just how hard and continuously someone is working. For example, imagine there's been a major system failure at your company, and the IT team is trying to fix it. Your boss might tell everyone, "The technical team is working around the clock to solve this problem. We should have everything back to normal by tomorrow morning." This shows how dedicated and hardworking the team is. Here's another one. Let's say your friend is a medical student preparing for her final exams. She might tell you, "I can't hang out this weekend. These exams are so important that I'm basically working around the clock to study. I'm getting maybe 4 hours of sleep each night." She's emphasizing how intensively she's studying. And there you have it, my friends. 10 more useful expressions that will make your English sound more natural and help you understand native speakers better. Remember, the key to mastering these phrases is practice. Try to use 1 or 2 of them in your conversations this week. Start with the ones that feel most comfortable to you. I hope you found today's lesson helpful and that you're feeling more confident about using these expressions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with other English learners, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We post new videos every single day to help you improve your English skills. Leave a comment below and let me know which expression was your favorite or if you have questions about any of them. I love hearing from you and helping you on your English learning journey. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and remember that every small step makes a big difference. See you tomorrow.